under the patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, wife of His Majesty the King, opened the International Conference on the role of women's political participation in achieving development justice. The conference was held on November 14th and 15th at the Gulf Hotel Convention Center with the participation of an elite of leading personalities, PMs, officials, experts, and academics from Bahrain and beyond. Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika, during her speech, affirmed that the competence of Bahraini women entitles them to lead in all national fields, including the political one. She also pointed out the ongoing efforts of Supreme Council for Women in mapping out a general policy, setting legislative framework, and following up on the implementation of equality plans to achieve gender balance at the national level. The participants thanked Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa and organizing committee for bringing their expertise and experience around the table and engaging in such fruitful, constructive, and open exchanges throughout the 2 days of this conference.
So yesterday was a very important day for the members of the jury, actually. So before we had our audience with His Majesty King Hamad, we had a long meeting. So we actually worked very hard yesterday with the jury members and the Director of United Nations Women. The good news about the Global Empowerment Award of Her Royal Highness Sheikha Sabika is that we had almost 2,000 applications. It's a sign that worldwide women are being empowered and individuals and organizations are fighting for women's rights. And what I'm proud of, actually being a Bahraini and having lived in Bahrain, my son being born here, is that this is an award that originates in Bahrain and is going to be known globally. The audience with His Majesty was wonderful. There were about 50 guests, members of the jury, members of this conference, of the faculty. And what is a great example for this region, but also the world, is that you have a head of state, a ruler, who empowers women. And one important lesson learned for the world is when we talk about women's reform, Bahrain doesn't need it because women have been empowered for a very, very long time. My own experience in this country is, as a woman coming from the Netherlands, is that although we seem to be worlds away, both women in the Netherlands and in Bahrain are very empowered. One thing that I experienced being here is that women support each other. So as you know, United Nations Women has the He for She pledge. I think Bahrain has a natural and organic she for she. And that is, for me, it became home, the people and the women. And so for today, the conference, the keynote speeches were wonderful. I think having the former Prime Minister of New Zealand here as also a jury member to talk about her experiences, to be open and honest about it, and to reference to the current Prime Minister who took her baby to the United Nations General Assembly, it expresses the need to recognize that women can become leaders, but they have to be mothers too. And this was inspirational. We'll have many more panels where we have women from Parliament, from Senate, from this region, from Bahrain, but also from Russia, from France, from everywhere, where we're going to share our experiences and talk about lessons learned, and hopefully we come with more solutions to share globally.
I'm very honored to be a participant here at this conference in Bahrain. I have also been invited to be a member of the jury of the Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa on empowerment of women. This has been a learning experience for me. I had been in touch with Bahraini diplomats through my former positions at the United Nations and as a Brazilian diplomat, but I've been able to witness firsthand the engagement of the Bahraini leadership and the Bahraini society in finding ways to advance in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, and in particular on goal number 5 pertaining to gender equality, as well as in the Beijing Declaration and Program of Action. So this has been an inspiring event for me, and I congratulate Bahrain for having held it.
More than 30,000 visitors flocked to the Sakhir airbase over the past 3 days for the Bahrain International Air Show, BIAS 2018. Meanwhile, business deals worth $5.1 billion were signed on the sidelines of the event, held under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. A total of 187 countries took part in the show. The next air show will be held from November 19th to 21st, 2020, with renowned focus on 2 conferences introduced this year. The Women in Aviation Conference yesterday debated ways to encourage women to enter the field, while regional experts debated challenges of airports and airlines at the Airport Conference on Thursday. Meanwhile, thousands of people flocked to the event yesterday to catch the flying display. Hundreds of spectators even set up camp outside the venue, from where they were able to watch the stunning aerial acrobatic for free.
This is our first major participant in Bahrain International Air Show. This is the introduction for the people, for the public, about the NSSA and our activities, our upcoming plan. And I think the major thing in this air show was the signing of the agreement between NSSA, UAE Space Agency and Khalifa University to train Bahrain Space Team, which is basically 10 young people from Bahrain to study space, technology and engineering, and to build the first Bahraini satellite.
We're representing the University of Bahrain in Bahrain Air Show 2018. We are showing 2 projects, one from the IT department and our project from the University of Bahrain College of Engineering. Our project was basically a recycling process done for Alba, Aluminium of Bahrain. Our project focuses on one of Alba solid waste, which is called the SPL, or spent pot lining, which is a solid waste full of hazard material and poison material. The process is consisting of using seawater, distilled seawater, to get rid of this poisoning material and producing sand to create new bricks. So we produce a 100% recycling process to get rid of this hazardous material. Our participation in the Bahrain Air Show is to show our university new ranking as 25th university among the Arab worlds, and as well as our partnership with other universities like Aston University, Shanghai University, Loughborough University, and our also certificates like ABET NAR, as well as we are also showing the foreigner people coming from Russia, from America, from Romania, our University of Bahrain, and the ability of University of Bahrain to present their students to the market of Bahrain.
Bahrain Polytechnic is very delighted to be here at the Bahrain International Air Show 2018. We're very honored to be here as part of many industries which are over here. Currently at our stand we're showcasing engineering projects from various students from their final year at the Polytechnic. And additionally we're also celebrating our 10 years of success. We believe that throughout the 10 years that we have been established in 2008, we have been very successful, and we've graduated many students which are leaving the Polytechnic as work ready. And it's very important to note that they're leaving the Polytechnic as graduates which have the necessary skills required by the labor market, because that's what we teach over here. The event is very well organized, and there are many stands. I see many higher education institutions over here, and I believe that they all could be thinking the same. I think the event is a fantastic event, especially since there's many industries from different, not just locally, but also regionally and internationally. So it's very important that we all connect together and we can also showcase our projects. It's not just at a local level, but also at a global level.
The Royal University for Women is taking part in the Bahrain International Air Show for its contribution to show the artwork of the students in related fields and to highlight for the importance of the academic programs we offer in the university and its contribution in the labor market.
We are participating here under Bahrain Airport Services, which is the main handler for all the aircrafts and catering and all the services. And we are BAS Aircraft Engineering Training Center under the mother company, which is Bahrain Airport Services. We are here to share our experiences and to gain a lot of customers, because we are the second approved worldwide training center under EASA, which is European Aviation Safety Agency. So we basically qualify engineers. So if you are looking for someone that's interested in becoming aircraft engineer, they should come to us and they can contact us. We can offer B1, B2 and whatever other services. Plus we are having HND, which is Higher National Diploma, level 5. So you can join us and hopefully have a bright future.
As you can see, our event this year is twice as big as it was last 2 years ago. We're expecting an even bigger event. Our stand here, you can see, is representing Bahrain International Air Show 2020, which is going to be our 10th anniversary. We're expecting the event to be even bigger and stronger, and we have high-end companies coming in from the aviation side.
This is our 5th time that we actually come in the air show and participate. Every year it shows how lively the event is. It's a good place and platform for networking. We meet our old, let's say, friends and colleagues and our new ones. We exchange deals. We do partnerships. So the actual event is not just a place for us to do network. It's also for us to see the potential business that we will have in the future. Our participation as an academy, we take the education side of the aviation sector. We we actually train in cabin crew, pilot, engineering. We take the security. We have ab initio programs. It's a holistic, let's say, approach to the training field. So we take education very seriously. We are top notch. We've been in the field for about 10 years. And us being here and being in the middle of all of these, let's say, companies and all of the participation gives us a very good chance to actually exhibit us and Bahrain in the very good way.
Chief of Public Security Major General Tariq Al-Hassan has attended a graduation ceremony of the 10th Specialized Security course and the 16th Specialized Maritime Science course. The two events were organized by the Maritime Training Center of the Coast Guard in the presence of 35 personnel from the Coast Guard, Royal Bahrain Naval Force, UAE Coastline Guard, Saudi Border Guard, and Kuwaiti Coast Guard. The chief held the directives of the Interior Minister to enhance police performance and service provided to the public. He expressed thanks and appreciation to the support provided by the Minister to the Coast Guard and all security sectors. He highlighted that the Interior Ministry's plans and programs contributed to providing services that met security changes and challenges. He said that the Coast Guard equips with the latest systems and its personnel with best training to enhance competency. The Coast Guard commander delivered a speech highlighting the development of the training system for its importance in the modernization of police work. He underscored the vision of the Coast Guard focuses on the creation of a round-the-clock secure maritime environment. Bahrain will join the world in marking the World Day for Prevention of Child Abuse and the Children's Day on November 19th and 20th. The theme of this year's celebration casts light on the importance of establishing a world in which all children attend schools are safe and capable of achieving their potentials through boosting international cohesion, raising awareness among all children in the world, and boosting their welfare. The occasion is considered as an opportunity to promote the culture of preventing abuse in the community and raise public awareness in Bahrain of the procedures aimed at protecting children. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Convention on the Rights of the Child are regarded as two of the main agreements adopted by Bahrain in 1992. The kingdom has taken ever since many steps to concretize the agreement for the sake of protecting the children's rights. Bahrain is set to join dozens of countries across the world and celebrate the Week of Italian Cuisine on November 22nd to 28th. The event has been held annually to pay tribute to the distinctive Italian culinary tradition. This year it will be celebrated under the theme of the extraordinary Italian taste. The embassy will host, in cooperation with the Capital Club Bahrain, Italian Michelin-starred chef Valentino Polsimano will present his signature menu on November 22nd at a lunch and charity dinner to support the Autism Society Bahrain for All, and at a second dinner on November 23rd. Polsimano will also judge a cooking contest by the students of the Bahrain Institute of Hospitality and Retail. The winner will be awarded a week of training in Italy offered by a culinary academy, IFSA Italian Food Style Education. In parallel, Ludo Hypermarket will run a special promotion week on Italian food products from 19th to 25th of November, with cooking demo on 19th of November and cooking competition on 23rd of November, organized in cooperation with KSU-MPP and with the participation of Chef Polsimano. The inauguration of the Italian Week in Ludo Head will be on November 19th and will showcase top Italian products, food preparation, as well as glimpses of Italian culture, engineering and style.